Okay, today we're making a mock chicken cordon bleu with a pre-packaged Bernaise sauce. The reason I say it's mock is because it's not cooked in the traditional way and it's baked. I'm trying to lose some weight, so I've decided to bake things instead of fry. So I have all my ingredients here, and the first thing I'm going to do is pound out the chicken, and I cut my finger pretty good this morning, and so it's wrapped in a band-aid, which makes it a little more difficult to do this. But here's my special rock. It's smooth on the top and fits my hand really well. So what you want to do is just go ahead and flatten out your chicken. I put my chicken breast in a plastic bag, and that makes it easier. You can use a mallet, a food mallet, to pound these out nice and thin, or find a good flat brick and cover it in aluminum foil and plastic so it's sanitary. But this rock I've had for years, and it does a really good job. So I want to pound this chicken out until it's, pretty thin. I'm going to take it out, set it aside, and do the same thing with the other chicken. I'm going to make 2 of them today. Oops, there we go. So I'm going to do the same thing with this chicken until they're, maybe 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. You always want to wash your hands after you use chicken, and you'll see me wash my hands quite often through this whole video. So here's my chickens, and they're nicely flattened. I'm going to salt them fairly liberally. Excuse me, and then put on the pepper. You want to have a good season to the chicken. And then I like to use basil. There's just such a brightness about this herb, basil. You don't want to put too much on because you don't want it to overpower your chicken, but it goes nicely. And I'm using a pre-packaged diced ham today. And the reason I'm using it is because I had it in the refrigerator. You can use sliced ham, leftover ham. You can use ham that you buy for sandwiches. And you're going to pile it into the thick part of your chicken. There'll be a thin side and a wide side. So you want to put the ham into the wide side of the chicken breast. And then I'm going to pile in some Monterey Jack cheese that I've grated. A traditional cordon bleu would probably have Swiss cheese, but I like the way the Monterey Jack melts inside the chicken breast. You can put in some Swiss cheese too, and that would be perfectly fine and very tasty. So now you want to roll this up. I'm going to roll it pretty tight, which is hard with my band-aid finger, but bring the edges in and get it nice and tight. You're going to do that with the other one as well. And then I'm going to show you a little secret to keeping these rolls really good and tight. And if you were going to bread them and deep fry them, this is the same thing you'd want to do. Those look pretty good now. Let me see if I can give you a close-up shot of these chickens so you can kind of see what they look like when they're rolled up. There we go. Okay, so the shiny side is out, the flattened side is in, and we have the chicken breast rolled around our stuffing, our filling, which is ham and cheese and seasoning. And here's the little trick I was telling you about. You want to pull out some plastic wrap, pretty good size piece. Put your chicken into the center of it, and then you're just going to wrap that chicken breast tightly with the plastic wrap, and then turn it so the ends get nice and tight, and fold that plastic wrap underneath. Let me change the angle. You might be able to see it a little better here. And then you're going to refrigerate it for about an hour, or you could refrigerate it overnight if you wanted to, and do them, a day ahead. This way, your chicken breast will really stay set, and it's not going to fall apart when you're trying to bread it. We're not going to bread these, though. I'm going to try to take a more healthy approach, and we're just going to top them with Panko. You can see how I'm just twisting it. And then when I unwrap them, it'll be really easy to unwrap. So I'm just going to put these on a plate. And then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. And they'll go, like I said, for about an hour. So after it's chill in the fridge, you're going to want to unwrap them. And then I'm going to take some cooking spray and spray it in my baking dish. And then just sprinkle a little panko down in the bottom of it. And this is going to help the chicken be crispy. Like I said, it's a mock cordon bleu. Normally you would put them in a skillet and fry them, or a deep fat fryer, and you'd bread them first. But this is my way of reducing some of the oil. Now see, when I take these out of the plastic, how they hold together pretty well. That's because they were refrigerated in a tightly wrapped plastic. And there you go, easy peasy to get it undone. After I put this one in, I'm going to spray the chicken with my cooking oil. And this is going to enable the panko breadcrumbs to stick to the top of it. So just go ahead and sprinkle that over the top of your chicken rolls, the stuffed chicken breasts. And I have my oven preheating to 350. I usually spray the top just to set those crumbs right up on top of the chicken. Okay, so into the oven they go. And you're going to cook these for 35, 45 minutes, something like that, until the chicken is 165 on an instant read meat thermometer. So here they are, golden brown. In the meantime, while these were cooking, I made a Bernaise sauce from a package and some other food to go with dinner. Oh, those look yummy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of this Bernaise sauce down on the plate. And then I'm going to take a chicken breast and set it down. These are huge chicken breasts. I don't know where I got these, but boy, they are really big. Put a little starch on the plate and some vegetables to make it look pretty, and they're delicious. Okay, so let me get in here and cut this open so you can see what it looks like on the inside. Yep, perfectly done. There's your ham and your cheese inside there. Take a little bite of this. If I can make this, anyone can make this. It's so easy. Dip it into the Bernaise sauce. Okay, what's it? Oh, holy moly, this is good. This is delicious. You're going to love this. Got to go in for a second bite. Please try this. You're going to really like it. It's so simple. Mock chicken cordon bleu with Bernaise sauce.